right here. So click, ladies and gentlemen, picture this. It's midnight and the world is silent. While everyone else is fast asleep, you're awake. So click, connecting with something far greater than yourself. In the stillness of 12 a.m., when all the noise of the day has faded away, all right here. So click, you have a chance to speak directly to your deepest hopes, fears, and dreams. Imagine a moment where your soul meets divine power, and in that quiet, sacred time, all right here. So click, everything begins to shift. This isn't just another routine. It's the ultimate game changer. It's your time to break through obstacles, ignite your spirit, so transform your life. Stick around. All right here. So click, because what you're about to discover, how I'll show you how a simple 12 a.m. prayer can unlock miracles and set you on a path to breakthrough and victory. All right here. So when the clock strikes midnight and the world around you falls silent, that's your cue, your special moment to connect with something bigger than yourself. All right here. So click, in that deep, still hour, all the chaos of the day finally fades, leaving you alone with your thoughts in a quiet space that feels sacred. All right here. So click. This is not just about shutting off distractions. It's about opening up to the divine in a way that only the night can offer. When you sit in that silence, all right here. So click, you have a chance to really hear the whispers of your soul and to feel the presence of a higher power guiding you. Think about it during the day, all right here. So click, you're bombarded by noise, obligations, and endless tasks that pull you in every direction. Your mind is crowded and it's hard to think clearly. But at midnight, so click, when the hustle and bustle are gone, the quiet gives you permission to be still and to listen. With you if you're right here. So click, this is the time when you can speak to God or whatever name you give that higher force and pour out your heart without interruption in that sacred solitude. All right here. So click, you can share your deepest hopes, your fears, and your dreams, knowing that there's a powerful energy waiting to embrace you. In those moments, all right here. So it's like the universe takes a deep breath with you. Here. So click. All the pent-up worries and stress start to melt away as you focus on a connection that goes beyond the physical world. Right here. So click. You might feel a sense of peace that you've never experienced during the busy hours of the day, a quiet assurance that everything is working out just as it should. All right here. So click. This connection is not about performing a ritual or following a strict routine. It's about allowing yourself be present in that quiet space. All right here. So click, feeling the divine energy that surrounds you and fills you with hope. As you sit there in the stillness, all right here. So click, you can feel the power of the night gently reminding you that you are not alone. That higher power, that divine energy is there ready to listen and to guide you. All right here. So click, this connection is like a recharge for your soul. It gives you strength and clarity, helping you see that no matter what challenges lie ahead, you are supported. All right here. So click it. That feeling of support can change everything. It transforms doubt into trust and worry into a quiet confidence that comes from knowing that there is a plan. You're all right here. So click, you're an important part of it. In this sacred hour, here, so click. Show you might also discover insights about your own life, answers that were hidden behind the noise of everyday responsibilities. All right here, so click. The quiet of midnight becomes a canvas on which you can paint your thoughts, dreams, and plans for the future. All right here. So click. It's a time to reflect on the day that has passed and to set intentions for tomorrow. And as you speak your prayers or simply sit in contemplation, all right here. So click. You're planting seeds of possibility that can grow into beautiful realities. All right here. So click, the divine connection you cultivate at this time serves as a reminder that every new day is an opportunity for renewal, for growth, and for transformation. With you all right here. So click, by embracing these quiet moments, you begin to see that the night is not just the end of the day. It's the beginning of a new chapter in your spiritual journey. All right here. So click, it teaches you that sometimes the answers you're looking for are not found in the noise of the world, but in the peaceful embrace of the divine. So click, and in that peaceful embrace, you find a strength and a clarity that propels you forward. So click, inspiring you to face the challenges of the day with a renewed sense of purpose and hope. So when you find yourself awake at midnight, or right here. So click, instead of letting worry or loneliness creep in, take that opportunity to connect deeply with the divine. Embrace the silence as a gift, a moment of pure, all right here. So click, so unfiltered connection has the power to change your entire perspective on life. Let the quiet of the night remind you that in the stillness you are heard. So click, you are supported, and you are never alone when doubt creeps in during those quiet, solitary moments. So it's easy to let fear take hold and convince you that you're not good enough or that your dreams are out of reach. But at 12 a.m., all right here. So click, when the world is hushed and distractions vanish, you have a unique opportunity to replace the doubt with a profound sense of divine assurance. All right, there. So click, imagine being in that deep, sacred silence where every negative thought has the potential to weigh you down. So click, and then consciously choosing to affirm that you are supported by a power greater than yourself. Instead of letting those doubts linger, to actively remind yourself that God's promises are steadfast and that every challenge you face is part of a greater plan, one that is unfolding exactly as it should. Down right here. So click, in these moments, divine assurance acts as a powerful antidote to the seeds of doubt. When you're alone in the stillness, all right here. So click, you can hear that inner voice that often questions your worth, but now you have the strength to counter it with the certainty that comes from faith. All right? Here, so click, picture yourself standing on the edge of possibility, where every worry is met with the reassuring thought that you are divinely guided. So click, this isn't about ignoring your fears or pretending that everything is perfect. So click, it's about acknowledging that doubt is simply a passing shadow and that the light of divine promise is much brighter. Each time you affirm, I am supported, I am guided. So click, I am enough. You gradually replace the nagging voice of uncertainty with one that resonates with hope and confidence. Right here, so click. So this process of replacing doubt with divine assurance starts with a conscious decision. Here, so click. It means catching yourself in moments of self-doubt and choosing to focus instead on the unwavering support that comes from a higher power. You're right here. So click, it means recognizing that every time you allow negative thoughts to dominate, you're distancing yourself from the strength that is available to you. And right here, so click. In those moments when your mind is filled with, I can't or I'm not worthy, pause and replace those thoughts with powerful affirmations of faith. All right, here. So click here, remind yourself you will know that this is a divine hand plan in action now, and that every step you take is part of a larger, beautiful journey. All right here. So click, when you actively replace doubt with divine assurance, you begin to see the world in a completely different light. All right here. So click, the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable start to shrink in the face of the promise that you are backed by an infinite source of strength. Okay, all right here. So click, with each prayer and every moment of reflection at midnight, you are rewiring your mind to trust in something greater than your current circumstances. All right here. So click, this shift in perspective is transformative. It turns your focus away from the limitations of the past and redirects it toward the boundless possibilities of the future. All right here. And all right here. So like in that sacred space, you're not just combating negative thoughts, you're building a foundation of certainty that propels you forward. All right here. So click, as you continue this practice, you'll notice that divine assurance becomes a habit, a natural response to every moment of uncertainty. All right here. So click, instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, you begin to see that everything is unfolding according to a perfect divine schedule. So click, this newfound confidence doesn't erase challenges, but it equips you with the resilience to overcome them. It instills in you a quiet, all right here, click, like unshakable belief that no matter how dark the night may seem, the light of divine guidance is always here, ready to lead you to a brighter day. Ultimately, all right here. So click, replacing doubt with divine assurance means taking control of your narrative, means that whenever you feel that familiar surge of uncertainty, all right here. So click, you have a tool at your disposal, the ability to affirm that you are divinely supported and destined for greatness. This practice transforms your mindset. Right here. So turning each midnight prayer into a declaration of faith, a bold, unwavering statement that you are more than your doubts. So embrace that sacred silence. So let go if it can hold you back and step confidently into a future where divine assurance replaces doubt right here. So click, lighting your way to the extraordinary life waiting just beyond the horizon. Surrounding yourself with uplifting energy is about choosing the people, environments, all right here. So click, and influences that help you see the bright side of every situation. It starts with being honest with yourself about the voices you let into your life. All right here. So click, every time you hang out with someone who constantly complains or always focuses on the negative, that energy seeps into your soul. Instead, all right here. So click, when you choose to be around those who inspire you, who celebrate your wins and help you see possibilities, even when things seem tough, so you create a positive atmosphere that pushes you forward. Matthew, all right here. So click, imagine the difference between spending your day who makes you feel down and spending time with a friend who lifts your spirit with every word and action. All right here. So click, that positive influence can change the way you see the world and the challenges you face when you actively choose to surround yourself with uplifting energy throughout right here. So you begin to build a support system that not only encourages you, but also holds you accountable for your dreams. This means finding people who share a similar vision, all right here. So click, who encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and who challenge you to grow, all right here. So click, whether it's a mentor who believes in your potential or a friend who cheers you on every step of the way. So click, these individuals become a beacon of light in moments of darkness. Their positive energy is contagious, and over time it transforms your own mindset. All right here, so click, you start to notice that you are thinking more optimistically, making better choices, and even feeling more resilient in the face of adversity. All right here, so click. It isn't just the people in your immediate circle either. The content you consume, the books you read, the music you listen to, right here. So click, and even the shows you watch contribute the kind of energy that surrounds you. Right here. So click, choose media that uplifts and inspires you to content that fills your mind with doubt and negativity. Here, so click, when you start your day with a motivational podcast or a book that sparks your imagination, you set a positive tone that lasts throughout the day with you all right here. So click, this isn't about ignoring the hard truths of life, it's about empowering yourself to see beyond them. All right, so click, when you regularly feed your mind with messages of hope and encouragement, you train your brain to look for solutions rather than dwelling on problems. On here and here. So there will be moments when negative energy creeps, and despite your best efforts, at those times, remind yourself that you have the power to change your environment. Right here. So click, if you're feeling weighed down by negativity, take a step back and evaluate who or what is affecting your mood. All right here. So click, perhaps it's time to distance yourself from toxic influences and seek out new sources of inspiration. Surrounding yourself with uplifting energy is a continuous process. So click, it requires regular self-reflection and the willingness to make changes in your life that benefit your mental and emotional well-being. Right here, so click, every positive interaction you have reinforces your belief in yourself. Over time, you are right here. So click, you'll notice that being around uplifting people and environments not only boosts your mood, but also sharpens your focus on your goals. All right here. So click, you begin to see that success isn't just about hard work. It's also about the energy that fuels that hard work. The more you fill your life with positivity, all right here, so click, that the more naturally you'll start to overcome obstacles when you're surrounded by people who genuinely care about your progress. All right here. So click, they'll help you yourself up before and celebrate with you when you rise. That support system becomes your secret weapon against negativity. Ultimately, all right here. So click, choosing uplifting energy means taking control of your life and your mindset. It's about consciously deciding that you deserve a life filled with hope, support. Click, so an endless possibility. When you embrace a positive environment, here, so click, you create a ripple effect that touches every part of your life, from your personal growth to your professional achievement. So make that choice every day. Here, now here. So click, surround yourself with those who lift you higher. Choose content that empowers you and watch your life transforms into a journey of unstoppable progress and joy. All right, here. So click, taking care of yourself is not an indulgence. It's a necessity, especially when you're fighting off negative thoughts. Imagine your mind as a garden, if you would, you are right here. So click, if you don't want to pull out the weeds and give it proper care, it will soon be overrun with negativity. When you prioritize self-care, all right here. So click, you're actively building a shield against the onslaught of self-doubt and discouragement every time you invest time in nurturing your body and mind. So click, you're reinforcing your mental resilience and creating a space where positivity can flourish. Can do all right here. So click, think about the days when you wake up feeling drained and overwhelmed by the stress of life. That exhaustion isn't just physical, it affects your mental state too. Alrighty, so click. When you're running on empty, it's much easier for negative thoughts to take root and grow. But when you make self-care a daily habit, view with you all right here. So click, you're essentially recharging your batteries. Whether it's taking a brisk walk, meditating for a few minutes, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of coffee, to you all right here. So click, these acts of self-love signal to your mind that you're worth the effort. They remind you that you have the strength to overcome challenges. So even when the world feels heavy. So click, self-care isn't just about pampering yourself or taking a break from work. It's about creating routines that strengthen your emotional and mental fortitude. So click, for instance, make it a point to get enough sleep every night. A well-rested mind is less likely to succumb to the harmful cycles of negative thinking. All right here. So click, when you sleep well, your brain has the chance to repair itself and process the day's experiences. Wait for it here. So leaving you more prepared to face tomorrow's challenges with a clear positive outlook. Nutrition and physical activity play a huge role in this process as well. All right here. So click, the food you eat fuels your body and by extension your mind. When you choose nourishing meals, touch all right here. So click, you're not only taking care of your physical health, but also sending a message to yourself that you deserve the best. All right here. So even a short period of exercise can boost your mood and increase the release of endorphin, those natural chemicals that help you feel good. All right here. So click. It's about creating a cycle of positivity where your body feels strong and energized and your mind reflects that vitality by pushing away negativity. Right here. So click. Another essential aspect of self is setting boundaries. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the demands of work, social obligations. So click, or even constant digital notifications. By setting clear boundaries, you protect your time and mental energy from being drained by external pressures. So learn to say no to situations that add unnecessary stress or bring you down. Right here. So click. This simple act of self-respect reinforces your inner strength and allows you to focus on the things that truly matter, including your own well-being. So click. Taking time to engage in activities that bring you joy is equally important, whether it's reading a favorite book, listening to uplifting music, or right here. So click, or spending quality time with loved ones. These moments of pleasure act as a reset button for your mind. You are right here. So click. They help to break the cycle of negative thoughts and remind you that life is full of beauty and happiness, all right here. So click. When you regularly incorporate these joyful moments into your routine, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. All right here. So click. Your mental resilience grows as you learn to appreciate the good, even when challenges arise. Finally, remember that self-care is a journey, not a destination. All right here. So click. It requires consistency and patience. There will be days when it feels like nothing you do can fend off negativity, and that's okay. So click. What matters is that you keep coming back to your self-care practices. Over time, these habits will become second nature. All right here. So click. And you'll notice that the negative voices lose their power as you build an inner voice of strength and positivity. In taking care of yourself, all right here. Because like you're not just nurturing your body and mind, you're creating a solid foundation from which you can face the world with courage, clarity, and unwavering confidence. So click. Taking bold action despite doubt is about pushing forward even when your mind is screaming right here. So click. You can't do this when that inner critic starts whispering that you're not ready or that the risk is too high. So click. You choose to silence that voice by doing something anyway. Every step you take, no matter how small, feel right here. So click proves to yourself that fear isn't a stop sign. It's just a hurdle to jump over. You might not have all the answers or a perfectly clear plan when you are right here. So click. But that doesn't mean you wait around for certainty. Instead, you grab the moment by the reins, trusting that with each move you're learning, growing, cue all right here. So click and getting closer to the life you want. Think about it. How many times have you sat on the sidelines letting doubt dictate your decisions? So click. How many opportunities have you let slip away because that nagging voice of what if held you back? Bold action is the antidote to that inertia. All right here. So click. So it's about taking a breath, stepping out of your comfort zone, and making a move even if you're scared. When you act despite your fears, all right here. So click. You start to build a momentum that drowns out the negative thoughts. Each act of courage sends a powerful message to your brain. I am in control. You all right here. So click. And I am capable of overcoming things. When you decide to take bold action, you're not waiting for the perfect moment because, let's face it, the moment right here. So click. That moment rarely comes. You make the moment perfect by acting. It doesn't have to be a giant leap. Sometimes a series of small steps can lead to tremendous change. So click. Whether it's making a tough phone call, applying for that job, starting a new project, or even just voicing an opinion you've been holding back. All right here. So click. Every action is a declaration that you won't be held captive by that. You're saying, I'm ready for growth. All right here. So click, and I'm ready to succeed. Taking bold action also means accepting that you might stumble along the way, and that's perfectly fine. All right here. So click. Every misstep is a lesson in disguise. A reminder that failure is not the enemy, but a necessary part of the journey to success. When you push through the setbacks, all right here. So click. You build resilience. You learn that each time you rise after falling, you're getting stronger and more prepared for the next challenge. All right here. So bold action transforms doubt into determination and fear into fuel. It shows you that even when uncertainty clouds your vision, all right here. So you have the strength and courage to carve out your own path. Moreover, acting boldly sets off a ripple effect in your life. All right here. So when you commit to moving forward despite the odds, you inspire others around you to do the same. Your determination becomes contagious, and soon, so click, those who once doubted you start to see your actions as a beacon of possibility. All right here. So this shift not only transforms your own mindset, but can change the energy of your entire environment. Suddenly, all right here. So click. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable become opportunities for growth and innovation. In the end, all right here. So click. Taking bold action despite doubt is about never feeling scared. It's about proving that you're stronger than your fears. Every decision to move forward. So click. Every step you take reinforces the truth that you are not defined by your doubts, but by your actions. So when that inner voice tells you, "Cuck, you can't," you respond with, "Watch me." Embrace the uncertainty and let each brave step pave the way to the success and fulfillment you deserve. All right here. So click. At the stroke of midnight, when the world is wrapped in silence and darkness, you tap into a power that can change everything. All right here. So click. Unleashing miracles and transforming your life isn't just a lofty idea. It's a reality waiting to happen when you commit to that 12 a.m. prayer. All right here. So click. In those sacred moments, you're opening the door to miracles by inviting divine intervention into every part of your life. Picture yourself alone in the quiet. So click, where every worry fades away. And you stand on the brink of a new beginning. It's in that stillness that you find the strength to ask for what your heart truly desires. So click. And in doing so, you begin to see that nothing is impossible. The energy that fills you during this time is powerful, all right here. So click, igniting hope and fueling dreams that may have seemed out of reach before. When you make the decision to pray at midnight, you're setting the stage for transformation, all right here. So click. You start to believe that miracles aren't just reserved for fairy tales. They're real and they're coming your way. This belief is a game changer. All right here. So click. It transforms the way you see your daily challenges. Instead of viewing obstacles as insurmountable roadblocks, so you begin to see them as opportunities for divine breakthroughs. Every setback becomes a setup for a comeback when you trust that a higher power is at work. All right here. So click. That trust propels you forward, inspiring you to act with boldness and conviction, knowing that you're supported by forces far greater than yourself. So click. The miracles you unleash through your 12 a.m. prayer aren't always flashy or dramatic. They can be subtle shifts that gradually change your entire life. Or here, so click. It might be a sudden insight into a problem that's been plaguing you, an unexpected opportunity that opens a new door, all right here. So click, or even a deep inner peace that empowers you to take the next step. These signs, no matter how small they seem at first, accumulate over time. You all right here. So click, building a momentum that transforms reality. Each prayer is like a seed planted in fertile soil. So click, destined to grow into something magnificent if nurtured with faith and persistence. All right here. So click. Transforming your life through these midnight moments also means being open to change and willing to let go of what no longer serves you. As you pray, so slick, you start to release old fears, doubts, and limitations that have held you back. In their place, you welcome new strengths, fresh ideas. You all right here. So click, and the courage to pursue your dreams. This process is gradual, but with each night that you choose to connect with the divine, here. So click, you empower yourself to break free from the past and step into a future filled with possibility. The energy from your midnight prayers acts as a catalyst for change, all right here. So click, turning everyday moments into stepping stones towards the life you've always wanted. All right here. So click. There's a beautiful paradox in the power of 12 a.m. prayer. It's in your quietest moments that the loudest miracles are born. When the noise of the day is gone, you're all right here. So click, you're left with clarity and a heightened awareness of the magic that surrounds you. It's like the universe is whispering its secrets, all right here. So click, offering guidance and support in ways that you might have never imagined. All right here. So this connection not only fuels your spirit, but also inspires you to believe that every day holds the promise of new beginnings. As you practice this ritual, all right here, so that you'll notice that your perspective shifts. You begin to see challenges as opportunities and setbacks as setups for even greater victories. So, all right here. So let your 12 a.m. prayer be more than a nightly ritual. Let it be the spark that ignites a revolution in your life. Embrace those quiet moments. Open your heart wide. So click and allow yourself to be transformed by the miracles that follow. With each prayer, so click, you're not just asking for change, you're creating the conditions for a future where dreams become reality. So click, and every step you take is guided by the promise of divine intervention with Tang, which you're all right here. So click. Your life is about to change in ways you never thought possible if you're willing to embrace the magic of that midnight moment.